And there is confirmation of the circuit. It's a 5-kilometer circuit, 16 corners, longest straight, 1.06. A disappointing qualification for Kazma.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like he's been doing Valentino Rossi camp the past month. He was there, doing practice and training with Valentino Rossi's training. And definitely, of course, for me, it's a very disappointing outing for him here this race.
Let's have a look. It's not been disappointing for Apiwat, Anupabo, Galang Hendro were on the front row. Yamamoto on the second row alongside his countryman Minamoto and Sitisak from Thailand. And Vorapong, Somkiat and Tanaka make it a very experienced third row of the grid. Onto the fourth row, Ahmed Afif Amran, Emmanuel Putra Pratna and Pirapong. All times around about the 2:16.6 mark. Ronaldo, bike 2:22 on row number 5 alongside Gupita Krishna and Yosuke Nakamura, Azroi Hakim, Kazma Daniel and Effendi Rosley on all Malaysian row 6. Further down, Naoki, she's always battling hard, is Naoki Takasuki. She is on row 7. Muzakia on 8th and Isyam Satiro. Izzat Zaidi, busy day for Izzat Zaidi, Jack Mahafi, Rusman Fadil and Philando Herdian completing the 9 rows of the grid. How do you see this one going?
I think the bike to watch out is definitely Apiwat, one of the riders. And of course, we don't forget about Takehiro Yamamoto. He's also, he's found some speed this morning when doing qualifying, and definitely he's one of the riders to watch out to.
But it is difficult to look beyond Apiwat. He has been so dominant. Yamamoto, will he be concerned that Apiwat has got so far away from him in the championship standings, or will he just be focusing on his own race, Yamamoto?
I mean, Yamamoto I think, is under pressure because, like I say, all the Yamaha bikes are doing really well these past few races. And you can see all the big improvement on the Yamahas and even the Hondas. They're all coming in behind him, and definitely it's a big pressure for Yamamoto and the Kawasaki team.
Well, Apiwat, what a season so far as we have a look around the back of the grandstand of this wonderfully undulating and fiercely difficult track. Is it a difficult track, or is it an enjoyable rider's track?
I think this track is quite enjoyable. I think it's a bit hard on the riders because you have hard braking and flowing corners, fast corners. I mean, like, riders got to be smart and how they want to do the race instead of riding hard. And definitely all this come into end of the race when the checkered flag come down.
So putting your team manager's hat on once again, you're talking to your riders. Is it your usual? Be safe, be conservative, make sure you're there at the end.
Yeah, I mean, like, for this race, look at it. I don't think anybody can run away from everybody. I mean, they will definitely bunch up together again. Look at the times; they are so close. All the top 6 riders, in between half a second there.
9 laps of the track. 5-kilometer circuit. Ends with that sharp left-hand corner, so if it's very tight towards the end of the race, that sharp left coming into the home straight and the sprint, short sprint for the line, could have a real significant moment. As our on-track camera picks up Yamamoto, the defending champion, and the man who is leading Apiwat just comes into the picture. Let's see if Apiwat can get off to his usual good start. If he does, this might be a procession. We're all ready for the AP 250, and Apiwat was away very quickly. Also alongside him is Anupab, who's got away. Bike number 500 turns in, but it's Apiwat who got away quickly and leads into the first corner.
Yeah, I think they are trying to make a gap now. Apiwat definitely trying to run away, because you can see the second rider is his teammate, so he got a bit of work to do. So they have to teamwork going to come out now.
Indeed, they have worked pretty well as a team. Early on in the season, we thought Yamaha Thailand, it was too much teamwork, but Apiwat has been so dominant in races. He's not needed the teamwork in many ways.
Yeah, I mean, he's aggressive, and he's a very smart rider also. You can see, the way he rides. the way he think of the race. But you can see now the Honda is coming. The Honda is getting faster now here, this track.
And Vorapong has come in there as well. So Anupab, Vorapong in third, Apiwat splitting them. I'm just seeing where Yamamoto is. Yamamoto currently in 7th place, maybe 8th place for Yamamoto. So not the greatest of starts for the Kawasaki because he started in 4th. But it's Apiwat Wongtanam who still leads the way.
There you can see the Kawasaki look like they are struggling in the cornering, high-speed corner, and definitely they got to do something about this.
Flinging the bike sideways. A lot of trust from the riders in this track. There's no problem. They do trust this surface.
Oh, somebody down. I think that is...
We do have a man down. We'll get confirmation of that. I'm not sure whether that's frustration or he's in pain.
I think one of the Yamaha. I'm not sure who's that. I can't see the number. Anyway.
Well, we'll catch up with that in just a moment. At the front end, it's still Apiwat. Yamamoto currently in a group quite a little bit too far away from the leaders for him to be happy. Apiwat is still leading the way. Anupab is alongside him. And Vorapong currently in 3rd place as they come round that sharp left on the sprint to the start-finish line. Well, to the finish line. There is the finish line with 8 laps to go. Apiwat leads from Anupab, and Vorapong and Sititak Somkiat make it a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Thailand. Galang Hendra in 6th, Emmanuel Putra 7th, Yamamoto down in 8th place.
Yeah, it looks like the Honda got the speed at the moment. You can see on the front straight just now. I think you don't count the Honda out. The Honda is really worked really hard to get up to this level here now. So we just put an eye on the Hondas now.
Apiwat has a little look over the shoulder. You're happy to look at the Hondas. I'm keen to see if Takehiro Yamamoto is able to make any kind of an impact on the Kawasaki. You've already said there he is, just coming down into the bottom of the hill, and he's a long way behind already, Yamamoto, and he normally is competitive, and not only is he a long way behind, but he's being overtaken by one of his teammates.
Yeah, you can see the Honda, you see it's in front now, so definitely the Honda have found something in their bike, and you can see they got the speed now, they got the cornering speed, everything is there, so they got to give a big fight to the Yamahas now.
Sitisak, bike number 91, currently in 2nd place. He had a very good qualification, 6th overall. We've not really seen much of Sitisak, but maybe this is the time for him and the weekend for him to make a mark. But Apiwat flinging his body. There's fitness. We don't often talk about the physical fitness of these guys, but you certainly need it.
Yes, definitely. You got to do consistent every lap, the same lap time, everything must be the same. So consistency is fitness is the keyword. You got to be really fit.
Well, Apiwat has shown that he is, and he's up for the battle as well. Happy to lead from the front, happy to drag Sitisak alongside him. We're towards the tail end of lap number 2.
Yeah, it looks like he's trying to pull away from the group. But you don't count the Kawasaki out yet, but you can see they're right behind there, trying to make up times again, and definitely you got to watch them also. Yeah,
Tanaka has joined up with Yamamoto, so those two are maybe going to try and work a little bit of magic together, but at the front it is the Hondas leading, and it's Apiwat, Sitisak, Somkiat, Vorapong, Emmanuel Putra, Anupab in the top 6. Yamamoto is in 8th, Tanaka is in 9th.
Yeah, we can see the Kawasaki was like 1.1 second behind, and we see this lap. If they can close up, I think definitely they will give a real fight to the front group here.
While our cameras focus on P1, let's just give a shout out to Izzat Zaidi, who's in his 2nd race in quick succession. He's in 21st place at the moment, 10 seconds down. We also always look out for Naoko Takasugi. She's in 18th at the moment, 6.3 seconds off the pace. We're trying to put pressure on Pirapong. It'd be great if Takasugi could pick up some points for Japan.
Yeah, you can see the two Hondas. They have the speed, the Honda, you can see on the straight line compared to Yamaha. And definitely, of course, of all, you can see the Kawasaki is coming back also.
Oh, that's interesting. Anupab has gone on the outside and taken the lead as they come down the dip. And one rider forced very wide there. Vorapong is still in that little group. Also in there is Somkiat. 18 and 91, interesting. Somkiat and Sitisak. two emerging young ties who are putting pressure on the now established names.
Yeah, I mean, definitely you can see the Kawasaki's are back here. You see they are right behind now again. So everybody got to play their role now. You know, got to bunch up again. It's going to be like the underbone race again.
The Kawasaki's just at the tail end here. Once again, we're focused on the front men. Quite rightly so. But if we just look back a little bit at the tail of that group, the two white liveries of the Kawasaki's, as you mentioned, it's Tanaka and Yamamoto not being dropped from this leading group, and they're within about 1.2 seconds of the race leader, and that's nothing in Asia Production 250.
Nah, but it all will comes out, you know, the last two laps again. We'll see last two laps. This 250, you know, it depends on the tires, the usage, how you use the tires. If you use too much the tires, the bike will start on sliding, you know, and definitely the time will become slower.
Coming round through the end of lap number 3, and the lead has changed. It's Anupal, but Apiwat isn't far behind, and Vorapong is there as well. Those three have been involved 1, 2, 3 right from the very start. Somkiat and Sitisak make it a Thailand 1 through 5. And we've got another casualty.
Casualties.
All of this is happening a little bit further down. Ray Ratukore is the man who's still, well, he's waving his arm, but he's still on the ground. Looks to be in a certain amount of pain there, Meng Heng.
Yeah, definitely. They have to wait for the stretcher or something to come and pick him up.
We'll give an update on that as soon as we can. In the meantime, there's the long straight. It's a beautiful shot down that long straight, and we pick them up coming up the hill. Anupar, bike number 500, leading the way, or he was until our friend Apiwat overtook him, and Sitisak is sitting quite nicely alongside the front three and not looking at all overawed as they come round this the Big Dipper, I've nicknamed it, swooping down and then up the hill into a lovely technical series of bends.
Yeah, you can see all of them now just go around and just positioning themselves, and definitely this race is gonna be very exciting. Like I say again, it's always very exciting. Gonna be the last lap again, and you know.
Minamoto isn't too far away either. And Yosuke Nakamura also closing in. There's 10 in that leading group, and then 2 little chasing groups after that.
Yeah, you can see a few different lines on this corner. You can have outside line, inside line. You know, this corner you can have 2 or 3 racing lines there.
Apiwat Wongtan and invariably picks the right racing line. Sitisak has gone along with him, and Sitisak has dragged Galang Hendra up alongside him as well. Still at the tail, the Kawasaki's. Let's not write them off. They are dropping, they're not making an impression, but they are still in with that first group. So Tanaka, bike 82, and Yamamoto, the defending champion and second in the overall championship standings, on bike number 1. Apiwat from Sitisak, from Galang Hendra, Anupar, Vorapong and Somkiat. Yamamoto just 1.3 behind the overall leaders.
Looks like you can see, I mean, the Kawasaki is losing out on the front straight here a little bit.
But that's not such a bad thing. If they can get themselves close coming into the technical part of the circuit, that's where they're making up the time, the Kawasaki's.
Yes, you can see the back part of the track, the Kawasaki is making up the places there. But right in front, the front straight, the acceleration of the bike, you know, their bikes, Kawasaki, I think losing out to the Yamahas and the Hondas.
And this long straight doesn't give them any chance to really make up any ground. Apiwat, bike 24, Anupar and Sitisak. I'm liking the look of Sitisak, and Vorapong is hanging in there as well. Driving conservatively, as I know you team managers like.
Yeah, I mean, try to be safe on the bike, you know, don't do anything stupid there, just keep on the bike, keep on the saddle, that's it.
Apiwat has done exactly that. Reminder, 6 wins out of 8 races so far. The other 2 were won by Yamamoto, who's also had 3 second-place finishes in the season. In fact, the slow start to the season for Yamamoto is what's really hurt him. He's been in good form otherwise.
Yeah, I mean, definitely you can see the Kawasaki team are struggling a bit here and there, you know, the past few races. But you still can see them in the front group. 4.5
laps to go. Been on the track 13, nearly 14 minutes now. It is searingly hot out there. So we mentioned fitness. There'll also be an awful lot of water loss, and the riders will have to keep their focus and their concentration.
Yeah, I mean, like, you can see out of 6 riders, there only one Thai rider, 5 Thai riders, and 1 Indonesian. I think, I mean, the Thai have been racing back home. They are very fierce, you know, in Thailand, you know, they can do.
Plus, we've got the overall championships finishing in Buriram at the start of December. Well, Happy Watts dropped off the pace a little bit, and we're going to have a new race leader. It's going to be Anupab leading from Galanghendra. Happy Watts still there in 3rd, Sitisak in 4th. But that's an interesting movement by Galanghendra, as we're just beyond the midway point, and Galanghendra right on the tail there of Anupab Samoon. Is he going to make a move, Galang?
Maybe he's positioning himself and compare the bike first, and then only he will make a move. But definitely the guys behind him will try to overtake him. You know, now they're going onto the back straight, where you can see the Hondas are really coming back to them.
Reminder, these guys are learning about this track as they're racing at the moment, because they've had the 3 practices and qualifying, but they won't have seen this track beforehand.
Yeah, they haven't seen, but once they bunch up together, they can compare their bikes, you see, all the Yamahas, the Honda and the Kawasaki's. So definitely they can see where they are going faster, which corner and which straight the bikes are, you know, getting faster and all this.
Well, Sitisak has taken the lead. Somkiat has gone alongside him. Bikes number 91 and 18. They're forcing the pace at the moment. Galanghendra 3rd. That means that Anupab is 4th, and dropping down just a little bit is Happy Watt. Is there something wrong with Happy Watt, or is he just biding his time?
I think he's biding his time and try to see where the weakness other riders are doing, you know, and try to make a move on the last lap or the last 2 laps.
You keep saying that. You're a very consistent man in what you say, but I suppose that's the key. Stay on the bike, stay in contention, get yourself ready.
Yeah.
Sitisak is in a good position. He's dragged his man alongside him. Happy Watt is currently in 4th place.
Yeah, but you can see Yamamoto is, you know, he's moving up a bit by bit. He's taken a few riders just now.
He is indeed. Bike number 1 in the white helmet, the white and green bike, is now up into 6th place. Tanaka has stayed in 9th, so Yamamoto has decided to dispense with team tactics and just make a move, and Yamamoto has gone through on the inside. Yamamoto has got a bit of straight line speed there and has got himself up into the first 4 for the first time in this race, with 4 laps to go.
You can see on the timing now, they are doing 2 minutes 17 compared to the qualifying time where they're doing 2:15.
2:15.
So
yeah.
you roughly know that they are, you know, comparing each other, trying out where can I overtake. Oh, somebody's down again there. Then of course definitely this play is a very important for all the riders to.
Gupita looking for some assistance. He's back on, but it's been a difficult season for Gupita Krishna. Desperately trying to get the bike started once again, but Yamamoto, bike number 1, makes a move, and Yamamoto sweeps temporarily into the lead until Happy Watt overtakes Yamamoto. But was I guilty of writing off Yamamoto and Kawasaki far too soon?
Yeah, no, but like I say, Yamamoto always will be there, and definitely. But the way, like I say, in Japan, he opened up a big gap, you know, a small gap. Happy Watt went in and win the race, and this is what he's doing it again, you know, he's opening up again, and Happy Watt just easily going into the corner and pass him there.
Takahiro Yamamoto is 23 years of age, defending champion, of course. There's a lot of experience packed into those 23 years, and now he's riding with some aggression. Happy Watt has got the best lap of 2:17.36. That can't be right. Best laps are something like 2:16, aren't they? 2:16.080, the best lap from Happy Watt. His last lap was 2:17.36. But Yamamoto has come from 8th to 1st inside a lap and a half, and looks like he means business, although he's got Happy Watt right on his tail.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, in Japan, same thing gonna happen. He gonna be aggressive again. got to be very aggressive if you want to win the race. You know, you got to really break deep inside. You know, you don't open up the gap, let other riders to pass you.
Galang Hendra is also in there as they just get in the right position for that short sprint to the line. Yamamoto is the man who is in the lead. It's a 0.373 second of a lead, but it's pretty irrelevant at this stage. Galang Hendra third, Anupab, Sitisak, Vorapong, Emmanuel Putra, Minamimoto in 8th, Somkiat 9th, and Tanaka dropped down into 10th place.
Yeah, you can see Apiwat now trying to follow him again, you know, and see where his weakness again. And definitely all this going to come back, you know, the last lap again.
With all this competition, it boils down to race after race, these two, Yamamoto and Apiwat.
These two always, you know, like in Suzuka and every race, the two of them, hammer and tong, you know, they just go for it. But I think Apiwat is a bit more aggressive compared to Yamamoto.
Anupab's got himself up into 2nd place now as Apiwat just takes a backward step. Vorapong's in there as well. Also a movement there for Mayumi Tanaka, so the Kawasaki's, maybe they have got something in hand.
Yeah, I think they have something up in the sleeve, but now they show it up, and hopefully, you know, he don't do, I mean, he must be aggressive like I say every time, you know, for Yamamoto.
Lapping pretty well, best lap time 2:16.529. That was 2 laps ago for Yamamoto.
Yeah, and then definitely we have to watch out for this lap, see what sort of lap time they are doing, because compared to their qualifying time, they're only doing 2:16 fastest compared to 2:15.
Just pushed a little bit wide there, Yamamoto, and that means that Anupab and Apiwat slide through. But look at that, Tanaka has got himself up into 4th place, right on the tail of Yamamoto. But you just saw there one little error of judgment from Yamamoto, a little bit wide to go through.
Yeah, he went out a different line, you know, a wider line, and that's it. But look at it, I see Yamamoto always like to get a wider line compared to other riders. Yeah, heading for the last lap now.
Yamamoto has dropped down to 4th place as they go over into the final lap. Anupab, Apiwat, Tanaka 3rd, Yamamoto 4th, Galang Hendra in 5th. So, you said it'll come down to the last lap. That's why we put you in that chair.
Definitely, we're going to watch out for the back straight again, you know, where the 1.2 kilometer long straight. And that's where you can predict the winners.
So this is the key moment as they turn into the long straight. It's 1.2 kilometers. Yamamoto has dropped down now into 5th. He's lost ground at a crucial time, Yamamoto. It's Tanaka in 3rd. Anupab dragging Apiwat alongside him, and Apiwat goes past Anupab and he takes the lead. Yamamoto is currently into 4th, using every inch of that track, Yamamoto, to try to get up into 4th ahead of Vorapong, but Vorapong holds him off until Yamamoto goes past. Tanaka leads as Apiwat goes on the inside, but Tanaka on the Kawasaki in P1.
Yeah, I mean, definitely he had a good slipstream back there. Just now you can see 4 bikes abreast, and straight away he just took them 4 bikes, you know, and Kawasaki got the speed there.
But Yamamoto has dropped down now to 6th because Vorapong's gone past him. Apiwat on the inside of Tanaka. Apiwat, 6 wins out of 8 so far this season. Is this going to be 7? There's Anupab though ahead of Apiwat, and Tanaka in 3rd place. Full pace around the sharp left-right.
And we still have one more straight to go and see. I think the Yamaha have nailed it. I think you can see they have pull a gap there.
Indeed, the Yamaha Thailand have just put on the afterburners and they've put a good half-second distance between them. Anupab taking Apiwat with him, and Apiwat using the slipstream.
Yeah, definitely you can see they are pulling away now, and definitely Apiwat will definitely try to pass his teammate.
There's the grandstand, the back of the grandstand, so we know we are close to home as Apiwat takes the lead at a crucial time. Little look over the shoulder. Anupab not going to give this one up easily. Apiwat turns into the left-hander. This is for home. Apiwat leading from Anupab. Apiwat Wongtanan wins for the 7th race out of 9.
I think Yamamoto get 3rd there just now, so because there's some knocking behind, you can see some banging behind. the last corner that you can see Yamamoto will bang onto one rider just now.
Well, we'll have a look at Yamamoto in just a moment, but for the moment, Apiwat Wongtanan gets the applause. Thumbs up from the Yamaha Thailand racing team. And it was a wonderful performance once again. We run out of superlatives for this fellow.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised that the Honda didn't make any move just now. You know, they only managed to get 4th place. Vodapong just now, I think the last step just now, a few of them are too close and they touch each other just now.
Indeed, as Apiwat and Anupar were celebrating getting 1-2, there was some drama on that last corner. And Yamamoto, who was struggling in 6th coming into that corner, has ended up unofficially in 3rd place. We're going to get the official results in just a moment. Might there be a little bit of a look from the judges into what happened on that final corner?
Yeah, I mean, they got to replay back and see what's happening just now in the last corner.
Okay, what we have so far, Apiwat taking it for Yamaha from Anupar in a good battle. Yamamoto squeezing 3rd place. He always picks up points. That's another podium for Yamamoto. Vorapong on the Honda in 4th. Galang Hendra's Yamaha and Somkiat's Honda in 6th. Tanaka having led at one stage, ending in 10th place on the Kawasaki. A little bit further down, Yosuke Nakamura. Kazma Daniel, good result for him, having started 17th. He's got himself up to 13th on the grid. In the points also, Ahmed Afif Amran. Looking further down, Takasugi in 18th, Mahafi 19th, and the busy Izzat Zaidi finishes in 20th. And just completing those who finished, Razman Fadil. Those who didn't, Gupita Krishna, Ray Ratukore, Isyam Satorio, and one of that didn't finish. Once again, the Thai national anthem rings out loud and proud for Apiwat Wongtanan. The man who's going to be handing out the prizes is the chairman of the event here, Vicky Chandok. 3rd place, Yamamoto from Trickstar Racing.
And today's Asia production, 250
a very good performance from Anupab Samun. He's, once again, we always mention him. He's always there or thereabouts, Anupab. This is his 3rd podium, but it's his best result of the season. But Apiwat Wongtanan, as Meng Heng was saying, this could well be the start of something big if he goes up to the 600s or beyond next season.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's still young.
We'll now invite Mr. Chandok to stand for a photo session.
The height, you know, the right to 600. So to me, I think he should go up to 600 and we'll see.
Yamaha Thai racing team, victorious.
Thank you, Mr. Chandok, and congratulations.
Perfect symmetry on that 3-shot, beautifully
winners.
done. And then the one for the newspapers tomorrow morning, particularly the Thai newspapers. They'll enjoy this one, particularly if Apiwat can actually wrap up the championship this weekend, which victory tomorrow will certainly guarantee, because he has got a 45-point lead in the overall standings from the defending champion Yamamoto. Confirmation of the standings, and Apiwat Wongtanan leads the way. He's on 196 points overall. By my calculations, indeed he is. 45 points clear of Yamamoto on the Kawasaki. Anupar moves up into 3rd place ahead of Pirapong in 4th. Yosuke Nakamura on 83. There's a little battle there for the minor placings. Minamoto, good season of him so far. 53 points in total, in 10th overall on the Yamaha. As we go down the listings, and 1 or 2 names to look out for. Kazma Daniel keeps picking up points, the young Malaysian. 33 points from in 12th place. Ray Ratukore crashed out today, and Sohatai wasn't competing today, neither was Takashi or Punchana. 25 races today. Takasugi still on 3 points, and then several who haven't been involved. Gupita Krishna, a very, very difficult season for him, continues. 0 point today, 1 point overall for the season.